38-year-old Anthony Millard is accused of failing to care for his 83-year-old grandmother and taking advantage of the woman suffering from dementia to supplement his drug habit.
TV5's Rachel McCrary has more of the details on this case. And a warning now, some viewers may find some of the images disturbing.
It's hard to understand how a family member, no less anybody, could not feed a person with dementia, not take care of them, not take them to a doctor.
This is the man who the Genesee County Sheriff Robert Pickell says is responsible for terrible neglect of his own grandmother.
I mean, he's one of those people that takes total advantage of other people. In this case, it's his grandmother.
Anthony Millard is now charged with second-degree vulnerable adult abuse. The sheriff says while his 83-year-old grandmother, who has dementia, was in his care, he wasn't feeding her, giving her medicine, or taking her to the doctor. And what they found last month in Flint was incredibly disturbing. The sheriff tells us when law enforcement got to this house here along Kansas Avenue in Flint, the victim was covered in bed sores and bed bugs. Pickell says the victim could not walk or feed herself. Additionally, he says the house was filthy.
There was feces around, and that the victim was extremely malnourished.
Pickell says when taken to the hospital, the woman only weighed 95 pounds. She is now getting treatment. The sheriff notes that the defendant has a heroin addiction that could have gotten in the way of him taking care of his grandmother.
What kind of a heart do you have? You don't have one. And it's a case maybe where the drug problem, the alcohol problem supersedes everything else.
In Genesee County, Rachel McCrary, WNEM TV5.
Millard is due back in court next week.